All right, kind of an exciting Monday morning. Lots going on. We've already done about a dozen things, and we're just finally getting to some filming. But we got our friend, Mr. Robinson here, which is a beef farmer from Virginia, but a little ways away from here. Virginia's a big state. But he is down here picking up his Squarebody completed project and starting to organize it. He's not moving out of his OBS. His OBS is going to get some cool little touches while it's here. He's swapping the two out. Also doing, if you guys have seen the Terra Pro in the background of some videos, he is the owner of the Terra Pro, actually uses those on the farm for cutting grass and other things. So we're going to get him right on those as well. And we got a couple parts bikes, so if anything we need, we can get it straight. So that worked out really cool. He actually was sitting in here one day, a couple months ago when we first started this project. He said, JW, you've ever heard of a Terra Pro? I was like, yes, sir, I got a couple. He was like, man, most people don't even know what they are. So that was pretty cool. But OBS, he is keeping. He's done some stuff on it that he wasn't real happy with the way it got done back home. So he's getting us to do some cool things to it while it's here. And then this truck was everything he'd been asking for as far as adding little touches and little features along the way. Been a fun project. Been a real fun project, and been a fun customer to work with because he's understanding. He wanted a cool square body. He likes his trucks nice. That truck was a really solid truck. He's going to truly put it to work on the farm. We got the gooseneck in there for that reason and all that other good stuff. So there he is right there. Give him a wave.
You don't want me on this guy ain't got no filter. He'll be shunned off YouTube.
Yeah, cool. That is very nice. Very handy. Got it.
You gonna be the one working on it.
That's right.
I told the other guy there.
Uh-huh.
One of these days, you gonna get rid of one of them good.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta be first one.
Yeah, I can make that happen. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So I've been saving this tailgate for at least the last 10 years, if not longer. Alvin's about to wash it up. Doesn't look like much right this second, but when it's washed up, this was a black tailgate off a show truck, and it had one of those nets put across the back. And the customer wanted it that way, so we left it that way. But this came with it, and it's been stored away in the building forever. So anyway, long story short, we got the perfect candidate to use this thing for. It is original GM tailgate that is not rusty at all. So we get Alvin to wash it off, and we'll get this thing put to use. And just like that, we got a show quality finished black tailgate to go on this truck now. Mr. Alvin did his thing. All right, a man right there is getting ready to head back to town. Headed up with a Chevrolet bench in the back, and he's smiling from ear to ear. Here's a little pan over. You guys, old school grandpa style behind the seat, actually had a package tray. Check out how he organized his. It turned out really, really freaking good. AJ's gonna drop in a little clip. Then we got some customers here from Mississippi picking up their tow truck. Got a customer here in this super clean Mercedes getting ready to look at the Lamborghini. AJ's gonna have to get over there and do that. Also, AJ got a little clip in there about some tailgates. You gotta stitch that in. But it was a great weekend. I want to give a shout out to several people that I met. It was a busy day on Saturday. I had to run to Binky's real quick. Then we had my brother-in-law's wedding. So there was a lot freaking going on. But I met a couple guys up at Binky's that actually gave me some Chevrolet truck-related stuff. I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. So make sure you remind me on that, AJ. He's going to get the Lambo out. Back to you all in a few minutes. It has been a doozy of a day, guys. So AJ was like, come on, we got to get this video done. We got to get things knocked out. And literally as we started that last little clip, so I was rambling because the customer was standing there. Another one was pulling up, and he had to get a vehicle out, which was in the showroom, locked in tremendously. They got it out. That was with the Lambo. So we'll bring you guys a video. Finally, that car is out, driving. Alvin cleaned it. And there's two. There's another one over there up on the racks. So we'll do a video on both of those. But one little tip. Try to always give you guys a tip. These guys with these Fords and or Chevys and or Dodges of these older generations, tailgates, a lot of times they're very, very hard to deal with. Sold this truck to the guy. He came back and wants us to change the front bumper out. Told you guys in the past, good friend of my father's. Older gentleman, very nice man. He said, yeah, but I never opened the tailgate on this truck. I don't know that I did either. I'm pretty sure I did. You make sure nothing was in the back. But I went up and I kind of finessed it and I got it open. He said, I couldn't get it open, Jay. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. I said, just need some lube. You think so? I was like, we'll tweak it a little bit. Maybe, sometimes you do have to bend the rods a little bit. And you guys that have ever been inside of a tailgate, you know what I'm talking about. But this one was actually a bear to open. You had to really force up on it, to get it to go. I said, look, I'll grease it up, lube it up, make it right. So, whew, it actually closes pretty freaking tight for a Ford. But a nice spray and bed liner. Again, I don't think we ever opened it for a video, but again, this truck is sold. We're getting the front bumper put on it for him. It had aftermarket bumpers, and we've actually got to cut off these brackets up front. Not the most fun thing to have to do, but we got to cut these brackets off. Somebody welded the nuts on, and I finally found a nice fitted bumper that factory replacement style that's going to work out good. So that's going to be okay. But for you Ford fans, cool F-250 truck. And then where's the other one at?
Where's the other one?
The Bronco that came in.
Cross Street.
It is? Oh, you've already seen it. Touched it, felt it, sniffed it. Oh, yeah. Christian is our Ford man. Oh, we get the two classics up under there. That looks good. Christian's our Ford man, so I guess we'll skip across the street. Not literally, Christian. I don't want you to skip across the street. Yeah. So let's just walk across the street and we'll check out that Bronco if we can find it. Crossing the street's half the battle some days. Alvin's going across. We're coming back across. I'm looking at my phone. Christian's like, go. I look up. It's no go. Bo, go, Bo. No go, Bo. Got a lot of stuff come in over the last few days. Got us a dump trailer. My buyer said it's got a surprise. I'm like, oh man. He put a couple three-wheelers in there for me. I know it. I just know the surprise is going to be good. He said, just wait till you get it. You're going to like it. I was like, okay, cool. Surprise. It's full of trash.
Sweet.
Shingles, wood. So, surprise. He doesn't even have much of a sense of humor, but he thought he was funny on that. Well, while we're over here, I guess AJ got a little clip of a farm man. You can see right there, got farm vehicle on his license plate. This is his OBS. He left with his Squarebody today. And before everybody jumps on the bandwagon, this is not something we do for every customer, or God knows we would never get anything done. But everything we did to the Squarebody, I was usually one step ahead of him. He said, he called. Sometimes he wouldn't get me on the phone. We'd text a little bit. But one of the things was trim. The trim on the truck was okay, but it wasn't great. And he was like, we had a discussion about that. Well, John came in and John said, JW, I can get the trim on that truck, no problem. So I said, do it. A couple, $300, customer's not going to be upset at all. I promise you. He's going to be happy. Let's do it. So we did it. When I finally talked to him a few days later, he said, JW, I think I want to do the trim. Glad you said that, because we did it yesterday or the day before. So he'd been hinting when he came up to pick his Squarebody up that he wanted to do some stuff on his OBS. One thing was trim, which is what led me to remembering this. But there's a page list of things like, JB, drive it, see what you think. Drive it, see what you think. Simple things. Farmers are what keeps this world going around. And he's a beef farmer, but you got dairy farmers, you got farmers, with crops like you think about, and wheat and barley and potatoes and everything else, but they are what keeps America going. They're also very special customers to us because we feel like we're farmers. I got a little garden in the backyard. Like, does that qualify? My grandfather, he farmed some land. Both my grandfathers farmed some land. But either way, they just think smart. They think methodical. They think through everything. They ride on a tractor. You can think. Nowadays my buddy's tractor, his tractor drives itself. He plots the thing on GPS, pushes a button. He's sitting back playing on his phone, calling me, texting me. I'm like, aren't you driving a tractor? Like a big freaking tractor? Yep, it's working for you. He FaceTime me, show me that thing's just spinning all around, doing its thing. So anyway, farmers are great people. This man's a really nice fellow. AJ spent a few minutes with him hooking up his phone to his Bluetooth on his new stereo, retro radio, got him a cup holder. It was really cool. So anyway, on this truck's been repainted. It's got a few things he wants improved, but the back window, he don't like a sliding window. Hates it. He wants a solid window. No problem. Seals go bad on these. Trucks start to leak inside. Leak inside, gets floorboard wet, floorboard sweats, rust truck out. He wants us to do the undercarriage. He wants to service all the fluids. Just spraying bed liner. He loved a spare tire mount. This truck currently doesn't have a spare. A spare underneath of it fell out or broke out or whatever. You know, they don't work. Spare tire underneath the truck's not a good idea. So he wants it inside. So we're going to spray a liner. We're going to put it on the side just like you guys saw on his Squarebody. And I was going to try to get him on camera there. He was like, you know what? He said, there's no filter, JW. No filter over here. So we stopped filming. We're going to build him a tailgate bench with a special tailgate that he has. And I already got my guy making a Chevrolet, just like the back of this truck where it says Chevrolet for this particular one. He's got a couple little spots on the truck that need to be touched up. We're going to touch those things up for him. But we're going to make a tailgate bench with that. He brought that. That's his four-wheeler too. More story about that for another day. But no problem. We're going to do it. You know, so little things like that. Again, you know, it's not timeline. Like, okay, I'm going to have you ready tomorrow. You know, by no means. But as we have time, as we have things coming and going through the different pieces of the shop, we're going to get him taken care of. We're going to spray the undercarriage to protect it. He's going to keep this truck and his Squarebody for a long time, so he wants them right. There was some things on there that, you know, just so you guys know. He said, JW, my something related to the dash. I don't know if it was a blend door or what it was. And I showed him, and he didn't even notice this, but if you look real closely on the dash, and this truck's clean. He's got a clean friggin' truck, but it's starting to crack a little bit. You start taking this stuff apart and working on it, you're opening up a can of worms. You're going to have a problem. Stuff's going to break. So there's a few things I was like, no, I can't do. I'd love to say yes to everything, but we can't, because you start taking this stuff, it's brittle. It starts to break, then it squeaks and it rattles, and it never goes back together the same. So there were some things we had to decline on, but for the most part, he's going to get a thorough detailing. He's going to get a bunch of different service work, get the window replaced. Like I said, just some cool punch list things. So proud to say that we can do it and help him out. And he's not that far away. He's in Virginia, a couple, 3 hours away. We did find the other, if you guys watched the video over the weekend, we were talking about the 3-door/5-door Broncos. We found the other one. It was over at the other facility. So we do still have those two. Diesel, there it is. Diesel crew cab's running. Now Dave should have nothing to complain about on this. Anything to complain about today?
No.
Look at that. Knew it was something there. You got a little knife inside, you know. Yeah, he had to come up with something. But he's in his element working on these 4-letter words. Yeah. Well, trucks with a lot of power have to be able to stop.
Stop good.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get our little Mickey Thompson plug in today. It is sitting on some nice Baja Legend EXPs. Mickey Thompson tires, Mickey Thompson wheels. And it really is a solid body truck. Original history of this truck came out of Oregon, then it lived in Florida. So 2 areas where you don't find a lot of rust problems. How to check out? So 2nd gen Bronco, this is a 78. They only came in 78 and 79 for this body style, which is pretty cool, which makes them probably the lowest numbers of a generation of Bronco, right? Yeah, so The lowest, the rarest. And this truck came from Ford Era. If you guys didn't see the video over the weekend, a lot of y'all did. That's his little deal right there. He's a YouTube and social media guy that builds some really cool Ford stuff, and he had this as a platform. And I still don't know exactly what we're going to do. I know we had the Gen 1 and all the other gens. I wanted a Gen 2 Bronco. He said, hey, I happen to have one. It would be great timing because I'm needing to fund my SEMA build for this year, and this will help me tremendously, JW. And I was like, well, I want one. If it's what you say, you guys can watch us FaceTime live as he shows it to me. That was Friday. That was really happening on Friday at like 4 o'clock. This is Monday at 2:30. We don't script this stuff, guys. It's already here. It arrived Sunday. We made special arrangements for the transporter. Mike met with him. I got him paid. And here it is. Dave's already gone over it, driven it, checked it in. Christian's already keyed it in, got it in the computer. And it's running. So he told us a little history behind it. When he bought it, it had a motor issue. The motor had been redone. Of course, the interior. Better kill that music there real quick before we get a copyright. And I don't know, were these standard, Dave? Yeah. The vented windows like this? Huh. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever paid attention to it. It's got a little wing to it like a vent window. That's pretty neat. Can't answer all the Ford questions, but this man right here can. When they run that first Model A and Model T across the assembly line, Dave was doing quality checks. Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt. Ford man himself. So, guys, put your comments in on what you think. Should we leave it patina? It runs and drives excellent. Tires and wheels are great. Put some clear coat on it. Put some poppies on it. I don't know what we're going to do quite yet, but I know I'm pretty pleased. Did you order the pedal covers? No, I haven't. All right, order those. Like any Chevrolet or Ford, the pedal covers are gone, so we'll do that. Just our little pet peeve stuff, dome lights and everything else. So quiet on the set. He doesn't always understand. Sometimes he's talking to himself over there. All right. We'll figure something out for that. They're definitely a little dark. All right. Do they work? Okay.
What have you done? Gas in it. Roll it. Here we go.
You better get out of here, Christian. You're going to boot up your butt in a minute.
Right there. It's missing 2 center caps on the car. And, that's it. My Ford is really nothing wrong.
We pay Dave per job, not per hour, thankfully. We got a box truck. We think it hydrolocked. We don't know quite yet. We got to check it out. Diesel in that Chevy right there. So this truck's still moving along in its progress. It got exhaust. That looks pretty good. Got a couple turn downs on it. Simple, sweet, and easy. Works good no matter if we lift it or lower it. I tried to leave the exhaust pretty easy. AJ was just FaceTiming with somebody on this out of Carolina, working with the lender, trying to get everything straight. And guys, you're never bugging us. So many people call. We just had some people in the office. I'll tell you a little quick story, but I'm not trying to bug you, but you're not bugging us. It's okay. It's what we do for a living. We can't always jump up from over there and come over here. Sometimes you're talking to Julie. She doesn't get up but to go out and take a smoke break. She doesn't come across here. Mom's dove in 100 times too deep to get up and go out on a lot with a customer. And this guy just wanted some videos. We got it done. AJ did it, but AJ was across town. I was with a customer. Mike was with a customer. Him and Christian were together. So as soon as he got back, he got it done. So you're not ever bothering us. Ask away. If we don't get it, don't get upset. Text back. Call back. Hey, I didn't get it yet. things do get forgotten. I mean, sometimes Christian comes into between eBay and I won't say anything bad. Well, his face just went between eBay and text message stuff that comes through, voicemails. When we come in on a Monday, it is not an exaggeration when I say we have excessive of 100 requests in a lot of cases. It's a lot. And that's not even one request per vehicle. You know, just imagine we have close to 400 vehicles moving around at all times, sometimes as many as 500. So there's always a request. This one, there was 3 or 4 requests on the same vehicle. Then there was a whole lot of requests about this one, which is not for sale. It is sold. And I think Christian did a little snap. You know, Christian always tends to pick the ones that are sold to tease you guys on these medias, but it's okay. We get it all done. But I think we got everything for that. So don't ever think you're bugging us. Don't ever think just because you see this truck here. We do have a lady that wants this truck. We do need to get it out. There's a little bit of a mix-up of some of the pictures. The reason is we sold this truck, and then you guys know the story. We ended up trading it back in. It's all there, you know, on the video. We need to update the pictures. It's got a different tire. It's got a different wheel. The rear differential has been redone. It's actually a very good drivable truck. This was a woman out of, I think, Nashville. It's her dream truck. So we're going to get it out, get the dust off of it, reshoot it. Yes, it's blocked in. Yes, it's going to take a few minutes to get it out. We'll get it done. Might not happen today, but we'll get it done. That's why I put so many doors on this building, so we can always figure out a way to get stuff in and out. Still a problem, but we'll get it done. Still warm in here, too. Much warmer in Richmond, Virginia today than I thought it would be. Oh, what else, Christian? Oh, so those people earlier, really nice couple. And I do think the deal's completing on this one today, I believe. I've been telling you guys. But the bank has told us the wire's coming. I told AJ to leave this spot open, Christian, just so you know. Try not to put anything here, so that way we can go out the back door or we can come out this way, because vehicles tend to get blocked in that corner and they become.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a big problem, because when something's there and then these are here, and usually there's a line of crap out there, but it's much better today for some reason than normal. So that's good news. Another one at the muffler shop. I'm going to call him right back. So, customer earlier, nice couple from Mississippi were here buying their vehicle. And they did not know us from Adam. They just happened upon us through their son or son-in-law finding the exact rollback that they wanted, tow truck. So I heard Mike telling them some stories. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff from COVID with tow trucks that will blow you guys' mind. I can't wait to tell you some of the stories. I mean, all the way down to, well, I'll save it. It's exciting, though. It's very exciting, which was kind of the time that Christian was coming in and starting to work for us, and he saw a lot of it. It was wild times. But anyway, they appreciated the way we did stuff. And they said, you know what, somewhere they stumbled across a review or a comment that somebody said, if you want somebody to help you buy a vehicle, this isn't the place, because they're just going to give you keys and say, go check it out, and they're not even going to follow you around the parking lot. And I said, really? He's like, yeah. And I was like, well, let me ask you, as a customer with the experience you've had, what do you think? He said, I don't want you to follow me around the parking lot. I said, I realize that. I said, my dad always said the biggest shopping days at dealerships, which it used to be dealerships were not open on Sunday. It was a day to go to church. So nowhere was open on Sunday, really. Most places were closed. People would love going car shopping on a Sunday because they could actually not get bothered. When you come here, and I told him, I said, honestly, look, it's 50-50. Half of it is I don't have somebody that can follow you around. The other half is we don't want to bug you. Now, if you're across the parking lot and you got a question, I do feel bad if you just said, hey, what's this button do? You got to walk back in and ask me. Understand that. But you're not going to want somebody to be, hey, what do you think? Can we sign today? What do you think? Should I send you in right now? Can we get fined? Hey, what do you think? Hey, pop up over here, pop over here, pop over here. Hey. People don't like that. People hate it. I know I hate it. If I even go into a department store, I'm good. What's your first thing you always say? Just looking. That's no matter who you are or what you are, unless you're in a hurry and you're running in somewhere and you need to find out where the 300 milligram aspirin are at the drugstore, you're not going to want to be bothered. You want to do what you're going to do in your leisure, more now than ever. So I said, what do you think, now that you've been here? He said, we loved it. You guys gave us the keys. We came back. We had questions. You answered them. We went home. We had questions. You answered them. You guys did more than we expected you to do, as far as he was talking about some gear and equipment and some other things. And he said, you even got a warranty. I was like, yeah, we do. We have a warranty on pretty much everything we sell, unless it's sold as is, which is, what do you think, Christian? 1 or 2% maybe? Yeah, right. Parts vehicles. I mean, like literally, because we want to stand behind it. I can't say that truck is not going to have an alternator go out. I also can't say a 2025 model is not going to have an alternator go out. Things break. Things always break. We did a whole video about it the other day. So he was just thrilled. He's like, y'all didn't even brag about that. It's like, no, it's just part of it. It's whatever. He's like, I was signing that form and I was just like elated by it. He said, I was thrilled. So they're headed back to Mississippi, happy as can be, husband and wife. And I don't know, just another story of another day around here, having a good time. So what else, Christian? It's Monday. I know you got some other stuff that's popping. Super stock. Customer traveling in for the cinnamon super stock, hopefully coming Thursday, pending the weather from where he's at. So that's another one of the really cool Dodge cars. Just about wrapped up with this one. I'll do a full video before it leaves, but I think the only thing left on the list of that is he does want a tilt steering column just for comfort. It has a standard steering column, which is very popular because you pull yourself in these trucks. But it has a standard steering column. It's going to a -1 tilt steering column. Daniel and Brian are going to do that. SEMA trucks getting some love. My caps for my rack came in. The 84 and the 81 are now officially ready. Air conditions are working great. Well, let's go. Oh, the scam. We got to finish the scam. I got some good stuff in my phone. So be back to you in just a minute. We'll show you the scam video. I'm going to put it in as a short also because you guys pay more attention to those. Watch for the scam video. That's a big boy right there. Woo! Holy smokes. So over here in the world of bucket trucks, just need to jump start a car. Mike handles the jump boxes behind his desk, but all of us grab them and check them out and use them. We keep 3 large jump boxes and 5 small jump boxes. Now these jump boxes are a couple $100 a piece. I think they're close to $300 for the bigger ones. We got one jump box left today. Over the weekend, since Friday. They started disappearing on Friday. So AJ's looking, Christian's looking, I'm looking. Because how does something like that happen? Well, you get in a hurry. We had all these bucket trucks over here and I was going to get the grass cut. Then I didn't. So we moved them all and you get in a scurry. You set it down. We used to say they grow legs and walk around. But today, we're searching for jump boxes. But it's been a good day. It's been a great Monday. It's been a busy Monday. I still have not gotten back to all the phone calls. Returned a bunch and people were not available. So we'll try to finish that up. Before we call it a day, we want to get the video wrapped up. Back in my good old F-150. We'll try to find some jump boxes, get them on charge, because tomorrow our plan is to move a bunch of the bucket trucks that are over there, over here, so we can actually do a really good inventory, because storm season's coming and bucket trucks are a very important part to make sure they're ready to go. Walk over here, I see Alvin. Sun's a little bright. Yeah, there he is. Alvin is somebody abandoned a animal trap too, brand new. No telling what you'll find somebody drops off around here. Oh, that's the blue short bed. So Alvin's getting the blue short bed washed up. We had some people ask for some more pictures. Told you guys earlier. Just ask if you need something. So this one's will get some pictures. That truck's got the steps on it. Alvin sure loves it when they got steps on them because They're not easy to jump in and out of. And the Bronco, Dave, is finished. Man, that truck sounds good. Listen to that, guys. That truck sounds really freaking good. I told a lady that called on it earlier, I said it's probably the most aggressive sounding small block truck we have that's not a race car. Like, you can drive it, it's still dependable. And she was very realistic. JW, I watched your videos. I know you shouldn't drive it state to state and all over the place, and she's right. You know, you shouldn't be driving it a bunch of highway miles, but you know, once you get home, you want to go to ice cream store, you want to go here or there, it's great. Give another shout out here, Far From Stock. I mean, Ford Era, Far From Stock. Oops, that slipped out. That's next to come. Ford Era Bronco here. Really freaking cool. Still need to get up with Daryl from Far From Stock and chat with him. So if you guys are customers of his, reach out. Throw something in the comments. Let's start collabing on that too. I want to really make this road to SEMA fun. As fun as it can be, because it's always a last minute fight. The flag looks freaking good flying over there. It is an optical illusion. It is nowhere close to those power lines either. Somebody commented on that. But we got Far From Stock, Ford Era, Davis Drives, rolling into SEMA with Mickey Thompson on our tippy toes, and looking very much forward to the camaraderie of the Ford, Chevy, and Dodge. There you go, look at that, guys. Next up, Alvin is going to put his touches on this thing, go underneath of it, clean it up. You guys tell us what you think. I know you get a chance to talk about Chevys all the time, but hey, let's talk about some Fords for once. What a cool freaking Bronco. And yes, you know, like always, it's for sale, but we really would like to do a little bit more. Like, it's great the way it is, just like a lot of square bodies. People want to carry them further, no problem. You want to see this thing on some freaking boggers and 16 wides or whatever, that's fine. You want some 8-lug axles under it, that's cool. But I'm really excited about it. So that's about it today, guys. I'm gonna try to get some of these phone calls returned. Got a couple projects coming to wraps. I'm gonna show you guys. Got a really nice steering wheel in. My man flies in Wednesday for the Super Duty. Told you I wouldn't take long to sell that. Another dealer bought this, and he is driving it back across the country. We're picking him up at the airport on Wednesday at 9:30. Beautiful 7.3, 99 manual shift, power stroke. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you the steering wheel real quick if they hadn't moved it yet. Check that out. Really freaking cool. That's what $1,000 steering $1,000 steering wheel looks like. But that's going to look really good in that truck. This one's going in the orange 79 short bed. Does not come with the center. A lot of people don't realize that. So if you order this steering wheel offline, does not come with the center. We got a good one in stock, so that's fine. Comes with a really nice cover. Pretty cool stuff. So get that put on. There's some seat material that came from one of the last trucks we did. Christian is missing in action. He's searching for jump boxes also. Heck, we don't even know where our batteries are right now for these little Milwaukees. We got 5 Milwaukee tools and 1 friggin' battery. So see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back. All right, I don't know how many of y'all watched to the end, but if you're still here, I'm gonna drop this video in. A couple of our awesome, amazing customers that traveled over 1,000 miles to visit us. Now they're on another road trip in their 70s model square body truck with a 502 under the hood. We nicknamed it the Sleeper. They're on a joyride. So if you guys still with us, give them a thumbs up. Say heck yeah for actually driving and enjoying your truck the way it's supposed to be. That's what it's all about.
Oh, I didn't even have it on. What a dummy. Just a cruising. About 70. Headed for Illinois.